So on the Helix track, 51 cones were used to mark the total distance of the race. The distance between each cone is 2.4 kilometers. So from here we see that this is a cone, and the interval between two cones will be 2.4 kilometers, followed by the other cone. Alright, so on the Helix track, lesser cones are used to mark the same total distance as the Helix track. The distance between each cone on the Helix track is 3 kilometers. So how many lesser cones were used for the Helix track? So we want to take note that for every 2 cones, there will be 1 interval. And since the distance of every interval is 2.4 kilometers, we want to find out how many intervals there were. Since 51 cones were used, that means that there were actually only 50 intervals. Alright? So 50 intervals, each interval is 2.4 kilometers. So the total distance of the track will be 50 multiplying by 2.4, giving us 120 kilometers. On the Helix track, it has the same total distance. So Helix track also has 120 kilometers as the distance, but the interval is 3 km each. So to find how many intervals there were, we will take the total distance, 120, dividing by the interval of 3 km, it will give us 40. So for the Helix track, it has 40 intervals. Just now we found out that the number of cones will always be 1 more than the number of intervals. Since Helix has 40 intervals, it has 41 cones, and the difference between the number of cones Helix track used and the Helix track used will be 51 subtracting off 41. This is for Helix track and this is for Helix track, so the difference will give us 10 cones.